So Jalen Hurts returned to Eagles practice today, but will he start on Sunday against the Saints? And really the bigger question is, should he start? We will break down all of that and a whole lot more on today's show. What is going on, everyone? RB here. Welcome into A to Z Philly. You know what to do. Hit that like button if you do enjoy this content, and be sure to subscribe to A to Z Philly on YouTube to stay updated with all your Eagles coverage. Today we are back, and the Eagles prepare to take on the Saints this Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. The Eagles are still looking to clinch that number 1 seed, and hopefully this will be the game, as obviously last weekend did not go as planned, but still a few chances left here. And today there are a lot of injury updates and a lot of news flying around, because really it has been hard to gauge this game this week because we don't know if Jalen Hurts is playing. We don't know, what the strategy is going to be. And really we're just waiting on that bombshell. But a few quick updates before we hit on the Jalen Hurts stuff. Yesterday it was announced that Lane Johnson will actually delay surgery. He needs surgery on his abdomen. He has a torn tendon and he needs surgery, but he has decided to delay that and play in the playoffs. So he will miss the last couple regular season games. He'll have hopefully a bye week to rest, and then he will be back in the Eagles trenches trying to protect Jalen Hurts. He is one tough son of a gun, man. He has played through injuries before. This is probably going to be the worst that he has played through, and I don't know how he is going to do it. I hope that he will be 100% and can stand in there and take, some of these defensive linemen coming at him. But, Lane Johnson is one of the best in the league for a reason, and he is here to do a job, and he wants to be a part of that run, hopefully back to another Super Bowl. So he has decided to play, and big shout outs to Lane Johnson for muscling through. Also, Miles Sanders did not practice yesterday, but was back today. Miles Sanders, according to Ruben Frank here on Twitter, looked fine running straight ahead during the period of practice open to the media, and apparently he was a full participant today, so that is a good sign. Miles Sanders should be ready to go this Sunday. Now, we need to talk about this Jalen Hurts stuff. The biggest question for the last couple of days, should the Eagles start Jalen Hurts? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Really, this could go either way, but I'm going to give you my opinion. Personally, I believe that if Jalen Hurts is 100% healthy, that means no pain at all, no discomfort, nothing bothering him whatsoever, I believe the Eagles should start him this weekend. And there are two main reasons for that, which I will break down in just a second. But before I get into that, let's look at some footage today from Eagles practice. Here is Jalen Hurts per Elliott Shore-Parks, and this came, I believe, from Tim McManus, the video itself. Here's Jalen Hurts. He was getting first-team reps in practice with, the quarterback drills and with the rest of the guys. Jalen Hurts was out there slinging a football. We know who Jalen Hurts is, right? His makeup, his build. He almost played last week. That's how bad the fire is burning in this kid. He wants to be out there every single week, and he is going to do everything in his power unless he is physically stopped, and he's out there practicing. So that means we have made significant improvement, right? That means he definitely has to be feeling somewhat better. The question is, will he be ready come game time? Nick Sirianni said that Jalen Hurts heals faster than us, and I believe it. I believe it. That kid wants to be back out there with a chance to go out here and clinch the number 1 seed. But in addition to that, Josh Talentino comments on Jalen Hurts from today, and he says he appears somewhat limited as a precaution. He is not participating during the team's ball security drill that involves boxing glove punches and whacks from assistant coaches. So Jalen Hurts was a participant in some of the drills today, but not fully as a precaution. So it's really still up in the air. Will he play? Will he not? I think they're trying to do their best to keep it a secret in terms of game plan and strategy, but who knows? Who knows? We will see. And also Dallas Goedert commented on Jalen Hurts after practice. He says, quote, "The football looked nice coming off of his fingers." And Dallas Goedert was asked who he has listed as his number 1 on the top 100 players list as the players were asked to vote today. Goddard says Hurts all day. Quote, J1, day 1, the MVP. I love the support for Jalen Hurts. But anyway, back to the conversation. The two main reasons that I think Jalen Hurts must play this game if fully healthy. Number one is obvious. The Eagles want to wrap up the number one seed. It is right here in front of them. This Saints team is not that good. And go back to our last video that we posted here on A to Z Philly. I broke down exactly how the Saints could make the playoffs. Let me keep it honest for you. It's probably not going to happen. They need about 2 or 3 things to happen before they even have to win a football game. And it's going to be really tough for them to even try to make the playoffs. So, they're going to go out there and give it their best shot. But in reality, they're pretty much done. The Eagles need to go out here and take advantage of them early, get up big, and hopefully have an ease to the end of that game and to the number one seed. The Eagles need to clinch the number one seed this week. That way, they can give their guys rest. They can let them get healthy for the next 2 weeks because the Giants game, and then, it would be a first-round bye. So the Eagles want to get this wrapped up now, right? They want the 2 full weeks of rest, give other guys like Lane Johnson and others more time to get healthy, and just get everybody on the same page. This is your best opportunity to do it. You do not want this going down to the final week. You do not want this going down against the Giants team in the fourth quarter who might be scrambling to make the playoffs and they're coming out full force. You don't want all that pressure on the Philadelphia Eagles if you are Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni, Howie Roseman. So I think the Eagles should try to wrap it up this week. And second, beating this Saints team actually improves the draft stock of the Eagles' first-round pick because of a trade. And the Saints own the first-round rights to the Eagles' draft pick, right? The Saints pick, belongs to the Eagles now, but as long as the Saints lose more, the Eagles' pick continues to rise. So this is actually a win-win situation for the Philadelphia Eagles, and putting the Saints out of it will probably result in them losing the following week as well. And all that will do is just continue to help the Eagles' first-round draft stock. So given both of those scenarios, I think if Jalen Hurts is good to go, you let him fly, you let him ride, and you go out here and win this football game and worry about the rest later. However, if there is any signs of discomfort, if there's anything wrong, you let Gardner Minshew go out here and compete in this football game. Dallas has a better defense than the New Orleans Saints. I'll tell you that right now. The New Orleans defense is not that good at all. They have a couple playmakers, but they're not that efficient. And you saw what Gardner Minshew was able to do against the Dallas Cowboys because of, 2 1,000-yard receivers, because of a 1,000-yard rusher, because of Dallas Goedert. Gardner Minshew will be just fine. Now, he did turn the ball over a little more than I thought he would, and the Eagles running backs coughed up a couple easy fumbles. The Eagles are not going to turn the ball over 4 times again. And to be quite honest with you, I don't think they will play that sloppy again this year. Gardner Minshew can easily go out there and beat the Saints if he just doesn't turn the ball over. And I think he has learned from last week. And I think Jonathan Gannon will take it on the chin from last week as well after letting the Cowboys go for 40 points. I don't see Andy Dalton and the Saints putting up more than 25, 27 points. And Gardner Minshew can easily outscore that. So if Jalen Hurts is not good to go, you let Gardner Minshew go out there, you play confident just like you did last week. I don't know about throwing the ball 40 times, but I do know the Eagles should be able to beat this Saints team regardless. And once the Saints are out of the playoffs, it doesn't matter anyway. Again, their pick will end up being the Eagles, so it'll help them out as well. I think either way, the Eagles are in good position to win this game. There is a little bit of pressure mounting if they were to start struggling in this football game and you start getting worried and nervous, but the Eagles need to handle business. Jalen Hurts is their leader. Looking in the long term, Jalen Hurts will take this football team as far as they will go. He has been fantastic. He's been spectacular this year, and you want to do what is in the best interest of him. So if he's good, let him fly, win this game, and give him more rest time with the next 2 weeks. But, that is a game time decision at this point. We don't know. It is up in the air. Nick Sirianni has not gone one way or the other, but the fact that Hurts is practicing is definitely a good sign for him and for this team. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. The Eagles have a ton of playmakers. They have a ton of talent on this team, as has been shown all year. And they should be able to come out and handle business and hopefully get that 1 seed. You want every playoff game running through the link. You want that number 1 seed to get the bye. It will make things much, much easier. As we saw in 17, right? coming to this environment in Philadelphia is a different beast. And I don't know if another team is ready to face that. But those are just my thoughts. Give me your thoughts down below. Who do you think should start this weekend for the Eagles? Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and like always, I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.